Welcome back, fellow collectors. I've got a great preferred client special for you today. We're going back to my roots on this one. The first coins I ever started collecting. Now, if you're new to the preferred client specials, these are coins that are great collector coins, that are very high quality, that are rare in the condition they're being offered at, and that are priced at a great price point for you folks watching. So you're getting just a great, great value. And this that I have today, again, I started with Lincoln Cents when I was a kid. I would look through all the pocket change. I would actually go to the bank and give them a dollar bill and get a couple rolls of Lincoln Cents and go through my grandparents' pocket change. And I was able to, this is a kind of a replica of my Lincoln Cent book at the time that went from 1941 through 1964. And I was able to get every coin in this book except for the 49S and the 54P. I could not find a 54P in any of the change, but you could see that most of the coins would be toned chocolate brown because they had been in circulation, and that's one of the problems with Lincoln Cents. Today, I've got the last of the Denver Mint Wheatback Lincoln Cents from 1951 through 1958 in Mint State 66 red. Take a look at this set. We've got fewer than 50 of these sets. These are exquisite. They are so rare in this condition. You take a look at these, folks. These are truly among the finest known. Now, you may be asking, well, Rick, how about an MS67 red set? Can you get me one of those? Well, the fact is, to get every one of those coins that you're looking at in an MS67 red, the set would cost you well upwards of $10,000, maybe $20,000. There are some dates that are so rare in MS67 red. And I'm going to show you the population numbers in a minute so you'll have some idea of what I'm talking about. These are extraordinary. Now, they're Mint State 66 and they're RD, red, meaning they have their original mint color, and that is so important because very few Lincoln Cents that are 70 years old have survived with their original copper color. Sasha's got a couple examples. If we could just put them side by side, just so they could really easily see the difference between a red brown and a red. You can see the red has that original copper color. The 58P there to the left, it's red brown, meaning the coin has started to develop some of that chocolate toning. And the value drops considerably once you lose that original red color. Now, in MS67, these coins go for moon money. Many go for thousands of dollars. I've got a few comps for you just to show you what an MS67 Wheatback Lincoln D-mint from this era might sell for. There's a 1953 D that sold in auction years ago for over $4,800, just for a 1953 D, $4,800. Here's a 54 D that sold for over $2,000. Here's a 1955 D that sold for over $7,000. Here is the latest NGC pop report on these later D-mint Wheatback Lincoln Cents. Now, the last of the Wheatback Lincoln Cents was 1958. So this is the end of the era. 1959, they started striking them with the memorial reverse. And you can see 51D, 625 million struck, but only 2,700 graded in 6.6 red. 258 and 6.7, only 1 in 6.8. You go down the list there, you can see those early dates are especially difficult. To get them in 6.6 red, there's one more chart I have. It gives you the percentage of the total mintage grading in that 6.6 red category. 1951D, 0.0004%. 52D, 0.0005%, 0.0004%. And here's a great example why. I've got an original roll of 1955D Lincoln Cents. An original roll, okay? And we're gonna dump it out here, put them in little stacks, and look at a few of these. Here's the very top coin from the roll. 1955D And you can see it's got all kinds of spotting and some toning on the obverse. The reverse, when you get it at the right angle, you could see that those spots, and there's a fingerprint spot there also. That's the thing about Lincoln Cents. If you touch it with your finger, the oil from the finger will leave a residue on the coin, and it'll develop into a fingerprint toning over time. Now, here's a really nice one, 55D. It's got pretty nice surfaces. Couple little marks on it. Very, very nice surfaces overall. That's probably one of the nicest coins in the roll, no question about it. We'll take a look at a third one. There's a lot of light speckled toning spots all over this coin. Take a look at a fourth coin. And this is from an original 55D roll. You'd be lucky to, maybe in an original roll like this, you could see some spots all over this. Spotting and carbon spotting is the biggest problem on these Lincoln Cents. Take a look at these, starting with the 51D. I mean, this is one of the toughest dates in the set. Only 2,700 graded in 6.6 red. Take a look at these though, folks. These are just so pristine. You won't get any carbon spots, no serious marks. These are really conservatively graded. I mean, these are phenomenal quality. They are so hard to come by in this condition. I'm going to show you some comps in a few minutes, but you add up the comps and it comes to about $900 for a set in 6.6 red. I've got these sets for $299 for the entire 8-coin set. That is an extraordinary opportunity. Because if you just submit one of these coins for grading, it's going to cost you $20 just for the grading fee. And to get a 6.6 red, I'll tell you, it's really difficult. We went through literally hundreds and hundreds of original rolls to get a handful of these sets. We have fewer than 50 complete sets in MS66 red. Now, the one coin we do have the most of is the last coin in the set, the 58D. And if you just want to get one coin, the last year of the Wheatback reverse, you got the 58D. They're only $49 for a 58D. A beautiful 58D. Again, comparing it to the normal chocolate brown variety, this has the original mint luster. To get a Wheatback Lincoln Cent with the original red color in this condition, this is a real collector's special. These coins are really what collecting is all about. You don't have to be a grading expert to appreciate the fact that it has the original color. There aren't a lot of carbon spots. The coin is as pristine as it just came off the die. Absolutely phenomenal. A coin that's over 70 years old. We're going to quickly show you some comps of what dealers are asking for these coins in 6.6 red condition. 51 dealers asking $62 for his coin. 100% positive feedback. The next coin is a 52D, that's $110. There's a 53D for $157. 54D for about $45. 55D for $105. 56D for $288. 57D for $64. And a 58D for $55. And that comes to over $880 for those 8 coins. I have these sets for $299. This is a great, great collector's special. It's what collecting is all about. Getting coins that have true rarity. They're hard to get in this condition. And then to get them at this kind of price is really what my Temasca Tuesdays are all about. These are the kind of coins I just absolutely love because they offer you so much. These are great coins to pass down to your kids, your grandkids. They're all encapsulated in NGC's airtight holder with the highest grade medical plastics. That's really important. They're airtight holders. In other words, these coins will not turn brown over the years because the holders are airtight. They'll maintain that beautiful red color just as you see them today. So I hope you take advantage of this. Get at least one set. If you've got kids, get one for each of your kids. And this is a really challenging set to put together. To be able to offer it for only $299, it's a great thrill to be able to do that. Again, we have fewer than 50 sets. If you just want a 58D, it's $49 for a 58D. This is the perfect grade at the perfect price point. You go up one grade to a 6.7 and you're talking well into 5 figures for this set. And the entire set's only $299. Thanks for watching.